Greg Ehrenberg here from Odd Shopper. I hope you guys have had a good week. We've got a big holiday weekend coming up. Hope you guys have some good plans with your family for the weekend. But before we get there, we've got baseball bets to talk about. Friday night slate. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Last night, we went undefeated. We won all of the picks in the video, and the only way to replicate that kind of success is the good luck that comes with liking this video and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Also, leave a comment below. You guys know that I like to hear what you guys are betting on, and nobody left any comments with best bets yesterday. Let me know what it is that you guys are betting on. I really do like to hear from you, either to tail you guys or just kind of go back and forth and really think about what it is that you guys have in play. So leave that below in the comment section. Also, if you have any winning bets, screenshot them to me on Twitter, and I can get you a free week subscription to a premium betting Discord if you send me some winning screenshots. But without further ado, these are the best bets for Friday night's MLB slate. Start us off, I'm going with the hottest dong pick of the day, and that is Juan Yepez plus 450 to homer today. Yepez has shown a lot of power as a young hitter for the St. Louis Cardinals. He's plus 450 to homer today. If you look at the projections we have over on Odd Shopper, 24% chance to homer, good for a 30% expected ROI. So let's look into some of these numbers with Yepez and really try to figure out why he projects so well to homer today. And for starters, he's facing a left-hand pitcher who's had his struggles at the big leagues this year. Bailey Falter of the Philadelphia Phillies. He's a somewhat well-regarded prospect in the organization, but he's also 25 and hasn't really made it up to the big leagues much to this point. But from what we've seen of him, it hasn't gone all that well. So far, a total of 29 big league appearances, 53 innings. So some as a starter, some as a reliever, and overall the numbers there, 5.2 ERA, 4.66 FIP for Falter. And he's also shown to be a pitcher who's home run prone, a 34.1% ground ball rate, so most of the balls against him getting hit in the air, and a 13.9% home run to fly ball rate. So already these are red flags for a pitcher when it comes to giving up power to opposing hitters. And then Juan Yepez, like I said, he's been a really good right-handed power hitter for the Cardinals this year. 134 WRC plus. He's hit 9 homers in limited at bats, so all of that looks pretty good for Yepez in terms of his power upside. And he's also been in the lineup a little more frequently for the Cardinals as of late, multi-hit games in 2 of his last 3 starts. So Juan Yepez looks like a strong young power hitter for the St. Louis Cardinals going up against a lefty who's seemingly homer prone based on the limited sample size we've seen. So I'm going to start with Juan Yepez here, plus 450 to homer, the hottest dong pick of the day. If you guys want some free money heading into the holiday, I've got good news for you. BetMGM is giving away $200 for free when you sign up for the first time. Here's all you need to do to take advantage of this offer and claim your $200. You sign up over at BetMGM, either using the promo code OSMLB or sign up using the link in the description box below. Then you head on over to BetMGM, make a deposit, bet $10 on any MLB money line, and they're going to give you $200. That is all you have to do. That'll give you some good money over the holiday, maybe some hot dogs, fireworks, whatever it might be that you're going to get into for the holiday. Take advantage of this $200 free from BetMGM. Alex Cobb is on the mound today for the Giants, pitching against the White Sox, and I really like his strikeout prop over 4.5 Ks plus 115 odds. Now, when it comes to Alex Cobb, there's 3 cycles that we're going to find Alex Cobb in at all times. He is either injured, about to get injured, or recovering from an injury. And when he's recovering from an injury, this is the time that we want to jump on Alex Cobb because he's low-key been a very solid pitcher this year. The ERA isn't great, but a lot of it's just because of bad luck. He may have a 5.48 ERA, but he's a 2.33 expected ERA, a 3.22 FIP, and he's striking out a whole lot of guys this year, which is what we like when we're looking at an over for strikeout props because Cobb this year, 26.5% K rate. That is the best mark of his career, and he has a pretty solid matchup against the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox this year, 88 WRC plus against right-hand pitching. That is one of the worst marks in the American League. So this is a spot for Alex Cobb where if people are just looking at the normal stats like ERA and not doing a deeper dive, you might think, well, Alex Cobb is a pitcher who struggled this year. And then you also might just look at the name value of the White Sox and assume the White Sox have a good offense. But neither of those things are true. Alex Cobb has just been unlucky, and the White Sox offense hasn't been particularly good. So with Alex Cobb working his way back from injury, couple starts under his belt, no expectations of any kind of pitch restriction today, I think this is a good spot to buy low on Alex Cobb and get plus money on over 4.5 strikeouts. Have you guys paid attention to Isaac Paredes as of late? If you knew who this guy was a month ago, you're probably lying. If you said you'd watched Isaac Paredes play a bunch of games, I don't believe you. I don't think you were telling the truth. But he's certainly on everybody's radar now. He homered once again yesterday against the Toronto Blue Jays. And now, over the course of the last week, We have seen a 3-homer game for Paredes in a game where he was going up against Nestor Cortes, who was starting on the other side. And then he also has a bunch of other individual home runs. So overall, 6 home runs in the last week for Paredes. And for his career, he only has 13 homers. He's hit about half of his career homers in the last week of play. Just totally ridiculous stuff from him. And his offensive numbers look really strong for the year. 158 WRC plus. His ISO 355. It's not that I expect these numbers to keep up, but there's clear power upside here. And I don't think the books have quite caught up to it yet. So this is one of the most positive ROI bets that we have over at OddsShopper today. Isaac Paredes plus 680 to homer, right around a 30% expected ROI. He's an unknown. We don't really know what we're going to get out of Isaac Paredes for the future, but at least as of now, he's hitting the ball really well. He seems to have plenty of power in his bat. And as long as we're getting long odds on him to homer, I'm going to keep riding it. So Paredes plus 680 to homer, another hot dog pick for you guys. To finish out my bets for the day and bring us into the weekend, I'm looking at under 4.5 strikeouts for James Kaprielian. And simply put, he sucked this year, and that's all the reason I need to look at an under for strikeouts. 5.88 ERA for him, 5.25 expected ERA. He's also only striking out 15.8% of the hitters he faces. That's a career low for him. To make matters worse, he's walking 10.5% of the hitters he faces. So not a lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks, which is good for us when we're looking at an under for total strikeouts, because if he's walking a lot of hitters, that's going to limit the amount of time he can work deep into the game. Not to mention, why do they even want him to pitch deep into the game? Because he's giving up all these runs. But look at the recent strikeout numbers for James Kaprielian. Outside of one start where he had 7 strikeouts, his other recent starts, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So overall, over the course of the season, 11 starts for Kaprielian, and he's had 3 or less strikeouts in 8 of those starts. So I just think this number is set too high. I think 3.5 would be more of a fair number for Kaprielian, because he's just been bad this year. There was a point in time where he was a solid young starting pitcher, but that's kind of fallen by the wayside, and I just don't really have much hope for James Kaprielian going forward. There are no positives to pull from any of his data this year. His velocity at 93.8, it's not terrible, but it's not as good as it was when he first broke into the league. When he first came into the major leagues, he had a 95 mile per hour average fastball, and maybe the slight downtick in velocity has been an issue for him. But whatever it is, it's clearly not going well for Kaprielian. Just to reiterate these numbers, 5.88 ERA, 5.25 expected ERA, wins above replacement, negative 0.6. So he's been a below replacement level player this year. It's all the information I need to side with under 4.5 strikeouts for James Kaprielian. So to recap my bets heading into the weekend, a couple of hot dog picks, Juan Yepez plus 450 to homer, and then Isaac Paredes plus 680 to homer, and then a couple of strikeout props over 4.5 for Alex Cobb. That's a plus money bet, and then under 4.5 strikeouts for James Kaprielian. I think all the bets really strong plays for this weekend, or for today anyway. One thing that's kind of funny, yesterday, my picks went undefeated, and I wasn't all that confident about them. So sometimes you just make your reads, and you just hope it kind of comes out the best in the way that you think it should go. But for today, I really do like these bets. So hopefully we go for another undefeated day, 4 for 4 on these bets. But what is it that you guys are betting? Leave a comment below in the comment section. I want to know what it is that you have action on today. Also, before you leave, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Good luck, and I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend.